Hello there. Are you trying to build a skincare routine with limited kachinga? Then this video is for you. Welcome to Self-Care Karen. This is my channel all about my self-care journey. If you like today's video, please hit the like button, and you can also subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Instagram and on Pinterest and visit my Etsy shop. All the handles are on the screen now. Today I'm going to share with you my suggestions about how you can build a skincare routine that suits you on a limited budget. However, if you would prefer to outsource this activity, i.e. have someone else do it for you, then feel free to visit my Etsy shop. I sell curated skincare suggestions packages to fit all price points and also all kinds of changes that you might want to make to your skincare routine. And of course, it would be my absolute pleasure to see you over there in my Etsy shop. So let me start by saying that today's video is going to be concentrating on products that you can purchase all in the same shop. And the reason I've done this is because I often find that there is a threshold that you need to reach in order to get free delivery. So I wanted to group everything together so that if you do decide to purchase products together, you can benefit from that free delivery threshold. So the store that I've chosen to go with today is Superdrug. Now this is a high street store in the UK. Its pricing is generally a bit lower than Boots, and so it's great, and they have amazing ranges. They've really improved their offering over the last few years. So yeah, I think that's a good place to start, particularly if you're on a budget. Just to say though that this video is not sponsored. I'm not receiving any kachinga to recommend products from Superdrug. However, if you would like to sponsor an upcoming video of mine, then feel free to reach out. So the steps of the routine that I'm going to share with you today are going to be super simple. And actually they may differ to steps that you've seen other YouTubers do or articles that you've read. I like to be different. I'm just trying to distill it to what you really need and what I have seen after years of recommending and using products myself, you know, what brings actual results. So the first step in the routine is cleansing, okay? And I guess this is kind of a pretty obvious step. Definitely one that you don't ever want to miss. You want a product that is going to gently cleanse your skin and not strip it. Even if you do have oily skin, you don't want to exacerbate that situation by stripping out all of the natural oils. So I've got 3 products that I'd like to talk about with you today, all available at Superdrug. The first one is actually a Superdrug own brand product. This one, as you can see, I'm using it myself. This is Vitamin C Detox Skincare, and it's the Radiant Oil Cleanser. Now this is really great because it actually removes makeup as well as cleansing the skin. It's really inexpensive, and yeah, it's really nice to use. You apply it as a oil, and then you add a little bit of water and it turns into milk, and then you wash it off with a warm cloth or flannel. Okay, so this one is a great all-rounder. Another one that I would recommend, again, a Superdrug own brand from their Naturally Radiant range. This is the Brightening Hot Cloth Cleanser, and it comes with a muslin cloth. This is fantastic. I would say this is a dupe or a duplicate for the Liz Earle Polish and Clean, or whatever it's called, but I actually prefer this to the Liz Earle one. I definitely prefer the price point. So yeah, this is great. This can be used just like this one can be used morning and night. Yeah, a great all-rounder. And another one which I've been using for years, and this is Holy Grail. Actually, I would say all of them are, but this one, L'Oreal Age Perfect Cleansing Milk. Now this is really gentle, but it does contain salicylic acid, which is a mild exfoliant, and so this is great. You can use it every day or every time you cleanse if you like, or you can just do it every other day, whatever, you know, you might want to build up your repertoire of products over time to have more, so you can swap in and swap out. But if you wanted to use this for every cleanse, it would be fine too. Really, really good all round. And again, you apply it to dry skin and then you remove it with a warm cloth or a warm flannel, wet of course. And just to say, I try never ever to skip the cleansing step. I find that my skin will tell me really quickly if it's missing that step. So yeah, if you're building a skincare routine, make sure that you include the cleansing stage. Okay, so the next step I call the before moisturizing step. So what you do here is really going to depend on what your skin is like and your skincare concern or concerns. So for example, you might want to make sure that your pores aren't clogged, in which case you could use this type of serum, which has got niacinamide and zinc. It's from Superdrug. It's the Me Plus range. It's an own brand for Superdrug. I'm really, really impressed by this range, by the way. Inexpensive and really delivers. So you could use this type of a serum, or for example, you might want to be looking at plumping and hydrating, in which case you could go in with some hyaluronic acid. This is from the Revolution skincare range. Again, really inexpensive and delivers. Really impressed by this. Or you could, you might want to brighten your skin. Your skin tone is a bit uneven, you want to brighten it. In which case, Superdrug do a vitamin C serum for brightening, and I'll share a picture here. So yeah, it really does depend what your skincare concern is, but you want to use a product that will address that concern. And what I do, because I have more than one concern, is I rotate through them. So for example, today I applied actually another serum from this range, an AHA booster. So it's mildly exfoliant. I've got a few bumps at the moment that I'm trying to they're not spots, but they could become that. So yeah, I'm just trying to deal with that at the moment. But it could have been that I wanted to hydrate my skin more, and I would have used hyaluronic acid. So it really does depend on what your skincare concern is in that moment in time, and also whether or not you've got products that you can rotate through with. Right, so the next step is moisturizing. Okay, and here what I generally will do is have a moisturizer for the day and a moisturizer for the night. And the difference between them usually is the day one will have a sunscreen in it, so it will contain SPF, although that is not always the case, and I'll mention that in a second. And the night cream is kind of a richer version and doesn't contain the sunscreen. So a day cream that I could recommend to you that does contain an SPF is this one from Simple. It's called the Protecting Light Moisturizer, and it's got SPF 15. So probably okay for winter, not okay for summer. But this is really great. It's inexpensive. It applies really nicely, sinks in well. So yeah, I can definitely recommend that if you're on a budget. I did mention about SPF. You could go with a day cream that doesn't contain an SPF and then put a sunscreen on the top. You can buy them separate. So that's something that I generally do in the summer, or also just I use the sunscreen on its own sometimes in the summer, because my skin can sometimes get a little bit oily if I've got day cream and then the SPF on top. So yeah, so that's something to consider also. For the night, Superdrug do a vitamin E night cream. So I'll show a picture here, and that's, or it might be here. It will be on one or the other side, I'm not sure yet. But that's inexpensive. It's from the vitamin E range, which really performs. So that's a moisturizer to consider for the night. Okay, so let's chat about two other steps which I think are vital in any skincare routine, and they are definitely in mine. One is an eye cream. So I apply an eye cream. This is one that you can get from Superdrug, CeraVe Eye Repair Cream. Really, really delivers this. It's a cream that works and really nice to use, even if you might not like the packaging. But yeah, so this is a great eye cream, and I definitely recommend using an eye cream. I use one in the morning and in the evening. I use different ones, but if you only have one, that is absolutely fine too. And the reason why I think it's important to have an eye cream in your repertoire is because otherwise you might forget this really important area. And some day creams, some moisturizers are a bit too, their consistency isn't the right consistency to put on the delicate eye area. So that's eye cream. The other step that for me, I actually do multiple times during the day is applying a lip balm. And one that you can get from Superdrug, which is from a really great brand, Eucerin, do a lip balm called the Intensive Care Lip Balm, and you can get that in Superdrug. And yeah, great, really delivers with the results. So I would recommend that as a lip balm. Okay, so my next and final step is what I call additional attention. So what you put into this category will really depend on what your skincare concerns are. So I'm going to talk about 2 different products, and also depending on what the concern is, how often you use them is kind of going to guide you there as well. So one is a face mask, that I'm going to talk to you about. This is the Vitamin E from Superdrug Leave On Moisture Mask. I've only just started using this. I'm really impressed by it though. It's got the lovely vitamin E fragrance, and also it's very rich, it's very soothing. So yeah, so I use this about once a week, maybe twice a week. So that's an additional attention. This provides additional hydration, and it's also a nice way to relax by having a face mask on, although I generally spend my time doing housework when I have a mask on, but let's not talk about that. Okay, and another product that I wanted to mention to you is, again, it's a Superdrug own brand. It's from their vitamin C range, and this is called the Revitalizing Jam Face Mask. Hopefully that gets in focus and you can see it. I love this. I didn't think I was going to like this. Really inexpensive. I think I got it when it was on offer as well, so even more inexpensive. It contains orange peel, goji berry extract, and sugar. Sugar is the particles inside the mask. I don't know if you can see, there's sort of little particles in there. And this is fantastic. You apply this to damp skin, you leave it on for a few minutes, and then you rub it in and wash it off. And it exfoliates, but it also moisturizes at the same time. Really impressed. So yeah, that's another additional attention product. But as I said, what you put into that category really is going to vary depending on what your skincare concerns are. So there you have it. Cleansing, before moisturizing, moisturizer, eye care and lip care, and additional attention. Those are the steps that I recommend for a skincare routine on a budget when you've got limited kichinga. And just a quick reminder, in case you really can't be bothered to think of all the different skincare items that you would need for your own skincare routine, then you could outsource this. I do offer in my Etsy shop curated skincare suggestions, and the shop is called Self-Care Karen. Well, it was lovely to have you here today. I look forward to seeing you again very soon, and remember, you are in perfect